thinking which will be good for you, like freehand or a grid. Is anything is different, and what all things you have to remember when you're doing grid and freehand. So let's get started to this video. Hi, I'm Upasna and welcome to Uma Creative Gallery. So today I will tell you what's the advantages and disadvantages of freehand and grids. And today we will learn each and everything very detailedly. Has this video got very good response? So today is the part 2 of that, and it will be very similar to that. But there I have only said about gridding. Here I will tell you about freehand also and how to do that, and also the grid also how to do. Everything I will tell you in this video. Let's get started. So for first we will talk about freehand. Freehand means drawing it freely without using any type of tools. We will do it easily with the pencil. So in this, advantages are very good. So by seeing, by observation, skills will be improving. If there is a line, you will draw a line without using any type of rulers or something. If there is a curves, you will draw that curves without using any type of grids there. So in that way, this is called freehand. Especially in portraits, we use this word as freehand portrait. So that is very important when you want to be in artist field. Okay. But in a beginner stage, what happens is we don't have that much good skills to see, observe, and do the exact thing. But we can understand the coloring technique, the shadows, and all. But if we think about this all things, the only one solution will be grid technique for you. So if you want to be in freehand drawing, it is very easy. You feel it is easy, but it won't get you that much perfection what everyone sees. But that shows that you are a real artist. That says the social media and everywhere there is a debate called freehand and grid don't match together, and freehand artist is a person who is a real artist, and grid person is the person who does only just copying. It is not a copy. I'm saying you clearly that grid is not a copy. It's a helping lines which you are creating. Okay. So if I talk about freehand, we don't keep any type of helping hands. We will do it very roughly and neatly also. Some people do it more realistic also with the freehand drawing. The disadvantages are nothing in freehand drawing, but if you learn this, it will be the best thing which you have done in your artist life. So in freehand, if you want any videos related to freehand, how to improve in that, please comment below. I will give you a very interesting tricks which you can follow up in everyday life, so that you can just increase your freehand drawing more than the gridding technique. Let's talk about the gridding one. Gridding is very, very, very easy. The small kids also started doing gridding technique also, so that they can fix that realisticness in their drawing. But honestly, if you are in a beginner stage, you can use gridding. There is no problem at all. If you are using it, it's fine. It don't means that you are not an artist. Okay. So first thing I can say, you use grid, but not for everything. Okay, every portrait, if you do any portrait, if you do any nature, everyone will start making grids and start doing it. Grid technique, I have already made a video in Telugu. You can go and check that video. If you want in English also, let me know. I will make a video for sure about it. So if I talk about gridding, it's very important to know the measurements, to know where to do, what to do, and all. If you don't know the shadings and the realistic techniques, you can't do that realistic part also. You will just done with the outline. That's it. So it gives you an it's a free technique where you can draw outline very easily. It don't give you any type of technique of how to shade and all. So it don't mean that it is a fake artist technique. Okay, so you can use that. For my suggestion is you start with the grid technique, then end up with the freehand drawing. first you be perfect in grid technique, so that there you will learn sketching, shadings, highlightings and all. When you come to the freehand, you will understand the outlining and how to do it, observation skills, this all will be increasing. So be aware on these points step by step. You have to understand first, then you go. If you are directly going to the freehand, that's perfect, you can go in that way also. For the grid only, I will suggest for the portrait, because that should be very perfect. For the nature, animal and all, it's not that much mandatory, what I feel. If I talk about disadvantages of the grid techniques, the main grid technique is very disadvantage when you make it as a habit of making everything for grid only. So it's a very bad habit, because you are dependent on that grid technique. So you have to learn freehand also, but in grid technique, after doing outline, you can learn sketching, shadings, highlights, darkness, mediums and all, blending and all, you can learn them, but not in everywhere. Okay, listen to these points. And only one suggestion I can give you for the beginner level, that please learn freehand more than the grid technique. If you want to learn grid technique, it's fine, you can learn. It's not any type of loss to you. Okay, so first and most thing I can say, freehand is always better than grid technique. But this is the technique and this is the method. Both are different technique and different advantages. But freehand isn't top notch when compared to the grid technique. Okay, I hope you have understood and got a clarity about what is grid and what is freehand. If you have any type of doubts and all, you can just comment below, and see you at next video. Bye.